Greetings, seekers of ancient wisdom and forgotten truths. Step with me now as we delve into the heart of traditions, where the veil between worlds thins and the whispers of the past echo through the present. Beware the fading light. Old spirits stir. Do not tempt fate. Today, the first day of September, marks a profound shift in the cosmic dance of seasons. While many across the United States celebrate Labor Day, a time of rest, reflection on work, and the last hurrah of summer, this date holds far deeper, more ancient resonances. It is a threshold, a liminal space where summer sighs its last breath and autumn begins its quiet, majestic reign. For us, on this channel, we will call it the Day of the Wildwood's Whisper, a time when the ancient spirits of the forest speak and the turning of the wheel invites both contemplation and caution. In the spiritual calendar, September 1st is also traditionally recognised as the feast day of Saint Giles or Egidius, a figure deeply entwined with nature, healing and protection. His story, rooted in early Christian lore, carries echoes of far older pagan reverence for the wilderness. People would turn to Saint Giles with a multitude of pleas for healing from crippling ailments, for protection of children and animals, for guidance for outcasts and hermits, and for the safe passage of those lost in the wilderness. His connection to forests and wild creatures suggests a continuity with ancient animistic beliefs, where every tree, every creature, held its own spirit and power. It's a day when the sacredness of nature, often overlooked in our modern world, reasserts itself, urging us to listen to the earth's rhythms and the silent wisdom of the wild. Let us now journey back through the mists of time to understand the legend of Saint Giles, a tale that beautifully illustrates the intertwined destiny of man and nature. Imagine, if you will, the bustling streets of ancient Athens, where Egidius, born of noble lineage, chose a path less trodden. Disillusioned by worldly opulence and driven by a profound sense of compassion, he divested himself of his vast inheritance, giving it all to the poor. His heart yearned for a deeper connection, a truth untainted by human vanity. He embarked on a pilgrimage, eventually settling in the wild, untamed forest of Provence, near the mouth of the Rhône River in what is now France. Here, far from the clamour of civilization, he built a modest hermitage, a simple dwelling of branches and stone. His days were spent in prayer, meditation, and communion with the natural world. The forest became his sanctuary, its creatures his companions. And among them there was one whose destiny became inextricably linked with his own, a graceful, milky white hind, a female deer, who would regularly visit Giles, offering him her milk as sustenance, a pure gift from the heart of the wild. Seeing a forest suggests a journey into the unknown depths of your soul or a need for solitude. A wild animal, especially a deer, symbolises innocence, vulnerability, or spiritual guidance. If you dream of a hermit's dwelling, it's a sign you need to retreat, find quiet, and listen to your inner voice. Pay attention to the animal's behaviour and the condition of the forest. These details reveal your current emotional and spiritual state. Dreams of water, rivers, lakes, rain. Water always represents emotions, purification, and transformation. A calm river signifies a peaceful transition, while turbulent waters suggest emotional upheaval that needs addressing. Rain can symbolize emotional release or cleansing, preparing you for a fresh start. Dreams of harvest, fruits, vegetables, fields. These dreams speak of fruition, the rewards of your labor, and abundance. Ripe fruits symbolize achievements and success, while barren fields might indicate unfulfilled potential or a need for new efforts. It's a reflection of what you've sown and what you're about to reap. Dreams of work or labour. Given the day's secular significance, dreams about work are common. They can reflect your current professional stresses, aspirations, or accomplishments. Pay attention to the feelings associated with the dream. Are you joyful, stressed, or fulfilled? This will indicate your true feelings about your career path. Dreams of new beginnings, school, fresh clothes, untouched paths. These dreams are potent symbols of opportunity, growth, and anxiety about the future. Starting school again means learning new lessons, Fresh clothes represent a new identity or a clean slate. Untouched paths invite you to explore new directions in your life. Born under the Wildwood's whisper. Those born on September 1st. Individuals born on September 1st are often blessed with a unique blend of practicality and deep intuition. They possess an innate connection to nature, a reflective spirit, and a profound sense of inner strength. Like Saint Giles, they are often introspective, preferring solitude to large crowds, and seek deeper meaning in life beyond superficial appearances. They tend to be highly compassionate and protective, especially towards the vulnerable and those who are misunderstood. They often act as quiet guardians, offering support and wisdom without seeking recognition. While they can be introverted, they possess a fierce loyalty and a strong sense of justice. Their path in life often involves balancing their spiritual inclinations with the demands of the material world, much like the dual celebration of the sacred and the secular on this day. They may find solace and guidance in natural settings and are often drawn to professions that allow them to help others or work closely with the environment. Yemeneniki, name days. Culinary traditions of the Day of the Wildwood's Whisper. On this transitional day, culinary traditions often blend the last tastes of summer with the first hints of autumn. For many, Labor Day means barbecues and picnics, a final celebration of summer's outdoor delights. Think grilled corn on the cob, juicy watermelon, classic burgers, hot dogs, and potato salad. It's a communal feast, a moment to enjoy the lingering warmth before the cooler days truly set in. Simultaneously, the Day of the Wildwood's Whisper invites us to embrace early autumn produce. Apples begin to ripen, so homemade apple pie, crisp or even fresh apple cider can make an appearance. While pumpkins might be a bit premature for baking, savoury squash dishes, roasted root vegetables, or hearty stews start to feel appropriate, signalling a shift towards comfort foods. Given Saint Giles' connection to the forest, a simple, nourishing hermit's meal, perhaps a rustic vegetable soup or a dense, wholesome bread, could be prepared. If you're adventurous and knowledgeable, wild berries or forage mushrooms, with extreme caution and expert guidance, might even inspire a dish, connecting you directly to the bounty of the wildwood. The key is to savour the flavours of both seasons, appreciating the gifts the earth provides. And now, let us turn to the potent warnings, the main prohibitions that must be heeded on the Day of the Wildwood's Whisper to avoid inviting misfortune or upsetting the delicate balance of the turning seasons. 1. Do not harm wild animals, especially deer. Mystical reason. This is perhaps the most critical prohibition, directly tied to the legend of Saint Giles. To harm a wild animal, particularly a deer on this day, is to dishonour the saint and the sacred bond between humanity and nature. The deer is a symbol of innocence, vulnerability, and spiritual guidance. Consequences of violation. According to ancient beliefs, violating this taboo can bring severe bad luck, loss of protection, spiritual imbalance, and a string of misfortunes into your life. It's believed to sever your connection to the benevolent spirits of the wildwood, leaving you vulnerable to their displeasure. 2. Avoid starting major new projects or significant financial investments. Mystical reason. While Labor Day celebrates the fruits of labour, September 1st is also a liminal day, a bridge between seasons. The energy is shifting, and new ventures undertaken on such a day of transition are believed to lack solid grounding. It's a day for wrapping up, reflecting, and preparing, not for launching. Consequences of violation. Projects initiated on this day may face unexpected obstacles, yield poor returns, or simply fail to gain momentum.